Hey guys, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh man, it's 9:47 here in southern New Jersey, and we're having this storm that's going to be passing through the next couple of days with winds. We could get winds up to 60 miles an hour, and I went outside just to check on things out front. A couple things got blown around, a couple down branches, and I have a puppy over here. And when I let her out, she doesn't know when to come in. So I had to go every time I let her out. She's so curious about stuff, I can't get her back in. So I got to walk all the way out there and grab her by her collar and bring her back in. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It really is. Just for my dogs to go to the bathroom. So, yeah, man, the winds are just really, it's cold too, man. But the wind is howling. Now, yesterday, this piece came in here, this buck. This is from the custom shop. I received this yesterday. It took 8 weeks to get here. So if you plan on getting one of these, it's going to take you 6 to 8 weeks to get. And mine took the full 8 weeks. And I don't care about that. I'm just letting you know. Now, I'm going to make this short and to the point, really. I don't really have a whole lot to say, okay? If you choose to go to the Buck, go to Buck's website and you'll see the Buck Custom Shop, and you'll click on that, and then you're right there. It's very easy. And it gives you some options on a build, on what materials you want to use, and so forth and so on. So you build your knife, and 6 weeks later, it comes, and you got it. But the only problem I was having was, how do I explain this? They don't really offer a whole lot, you know what I mean? I got this configuration here, with the elk handles, covers. Now, there are other covers that you can get. Don't get me wrong. There's a slew of other covers that you can get. But it's funny because they're all standard materials. And it's a zero charge for them. They don't even charge you for some of these materials. Like, you could get one in cherry wood, actually, and they won't charge you for putting cherry wood on here. And they got all that other, like ebony. Isn't ebony one of the standards for the bucks and stuff like that? And they probably got a good 10 of them on there at least. But nothing that interests me. You know what I mean? Besides this one here, the elk, it's the fanciest, so to speak, right? You could get your choice of bolsters. Not your choice of bolsters. You could get either nickel, silver, or you could go with the standard brass. I kept the standard brass. I didn't change that. The blade. There's a couple of different ways you could go with the blade they offer you. They offer you this spear point here, and of course you could go with the standard clip point blade. You could get that, and they also give you an option for half serrated blade. I thought I saw you can also choose the steel. You got two choices in steel. You got 420 HC, which is your standard steel, which I don't even know who would use that, but I guess there's people that really like to stay true and tried, you know what I mean? And they offer you S30V with of course, the Boss heat treat. It's engraved here, custom knife shop. And that's about it, guys, really. That's really about it. Now, it was, the build is fine. Everything's fine. The fit and finish is fine. I didn't have a problem with anything, really, that's negative for me to talk about. But I will say, in the future, I do want to do other builds with the 110. Or I might do a 112. You know what I mean? That's another thing. You could get a 112 too and customize that like this, if you choose to. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to get to the point, if I do choose to do another build with a 110, or just another buck knife in general, I have a gentleman that, his name, he goes by Kyle Norsworthy. I do believe that's his name. Kyle Norsworthy. He's out of Canada. And if you see his videos, and he's a full-blown knife maker. He sells knives. He does the whole thing, right? He does great, fantastic work. And he does a lot of custom bucks. That's like his specialty, man. And if you look on his website, you'll see pictures of the work that this guy does with these buck knives. Will blow your mind. I mean, just blow your mind. I don't think I would be able to use the buck shop anymore, because I don't think that they could offer me anything else. You know what I mean? I don't think that they would be able to offer me anything different than what I already have here in this configuration. But I'm still trying to get to the point. This guy, Kyle Norsworthy, what he'll do is he'll give you a custom filed back spine that just looks simply unbelievable, right? And if you want to, he'll do scroll bolsters for you on the bolsters. And man, I'll tell you what, I want to get a knife done in scroll work so bad, because I think it's so beautiful. So you could get scroll work done on the bolsters. He's got a slew of materials you could choose from for your covers, okay? And the steel, he offers quite a bit of different steels. Like, I'm locked in right now. I'm locked in the S30V. That's all that the buck shop would offer me. But like I said, this guy Kyle Norsworthy, he could really up your game. So if you guys are interested in getting something like this done, I'm not deterring you away from Buck or the Buck's custom shop, by no means. But I'm just telling you that it's out there. In case you're interested, you could reach out to me and let me know, or you could research him, or whatever you want to do. And he's a really nice guy. He seems like a really nice fella. And from what I see, I've been following for a couple years now. Seems like he does really nice work. He's got a nice shop over there. Good guy. So that's it with the custom buck. It's a very nice piece, guys. Show you the back of it. I'll show you this these covers. Covers came out pretty, nice covers. I don't have anything bad to say about anything. Transitions are nice. They meet up real nice. Everything's nice and tight, guys. The back spring, you could see the back spring. There's some gap. There's a little gapping up here, which you got to lock back here. You got to expect some of this. And there's a little gapping back here. That doesn't bother me in the least. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those picky. I'm not real picky. But that's it for the buck. Very nice piece. Feels very nice in hand. Just a great piece, you know what I mean? It's going to be in my family for as long as I'm alive, really. I can't see this knife going anywhere, right? So, very nice piece. Also, I wanted to touch on this little guy here quickly. Because I like this knife a lot, you know what I mean? And it's something that I enjoy to carry. All right, now this is the USA made old timer. USA, okay? The back of it, you can see here, that's the number, and it's got 1095 high carbon steel. So just right up my alley for this little piece. Nice little lock back here. Saw cut bone. Decent looking bone, you know what I mean? It's a $60 piece, you know what I mean? It's not that much money, right? So when I received this knife, I got this about 3 weeks ago, right? I was all excited because I wanted to carry it. I wanted to throw this in the slip. And off I went. But man, I'll tell you, when this thing came, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I almost sent it back. But I don't send many things back, guys. I just don't. But the blade was so scratched. It had so many scratches in the blade. The bolster had so many scratches in it. The bone. If you don't treat bone, you know, bone could dry out and get brittle and crack. It had like this chalky feeling to it, like it was just totally dried out. The grind lines were completely, I mean, they were whacked. The grind lines were just off. I almost couldn't carry it because I didn't want to look at it. They were that bad. So I did straighten them out to the best that I could. You know, I worked with it. You could see how it still gets a little fat up here. It gets a little fat there. But I could definitely live with this. I should have took pictures of the way it looked before I did this. But you can see the grind lines now are okay. That's livable with me. I got out most of the scratches on the blade. The bolster, also I sanded. I used automotive sandpaper because that's the only stuff you can get when you're really getting up into the high grits. So if you're looking for something like for this application that I needed, something really, really, really fine, I had some automotive sandpaper laying around. They get up into the thousands of grits, man. So I sanded the blade. Not that makes a difference because it's going to take a patina. It's got 1095. But I didn't feel like looking at all them scratches. It was bad, too. And I put, it could probably use another coat. I put mineral oil on my finger, and I massaged all the mineral oil in the bone, and I did it like 2 times. I think it could use another coat because it drinks it. It drinks it. Now this bone is kind of sort of rejuvenated in a way, because I'll tell you, it came dry. And don't think, once again, guys, if you got bone handles, I highly recommend, it don't matter what kind of product you put on it. I use mineral oil. Just rub in a little mineral oil on your bone and see how it sucks in your handles. Even this bone here, I wiped real good and put a little on my finger and got it all in there. And you'll see it dries up, and this will all dry up. That bone, this bone is thirsty. And that's it, guys, pretty much. I just wanted to show you this little piece. I wanted to show you this because I like it. I like this little knife, you know what I mean? It's a good little lockback. It's got good steel on it. And it's a good little piece. But in closing, I want to show you how bad the shield was even placed crooked in there. So you can see the shield is just slapped in there very crooked. So, you know, that's okay. But for $60, I mean, come on. Have a little, send it to me in halfway decent shape, right? But that's all, guys. That's the end of that one. And I wish you guys a great day. I don't know what I got to get into. I know I got to bring a lot of firewood in from outside that barn. And like I said, the winds here are howling at 60 mile an hour over here, man. I don't know if you guys are experiencing some heavy winds, but, and it's cold. All right, guys, be good, be well, be safe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, one last thing. Man, guys, this is important. Very, very important. And I do it for you guys. I do it for everybody, you know what I mean? And I think the whole community should do it. We talk about it a lot, but a lot of us still aren't doing it. And that is when you leave a comment, right? After you leave that comment, can you guys kindly, please, I don't want to sound like I'm begging, hit the thumbs up button for me, please, because it really, really goes a long way with the algorithm. And I am not tech savvy by no means, but I'm just listening to what people say. It's important to hit the thumbs up button. And it makes sense. It makes sense. So if you could do that, man, I'd greatly appreciate it. It doesn't even take another second to do. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Leave me a comment if you can. I love reading them. You know I love reading them. And hit the thumbs up button, if all possible. All right, guys, I'm going to let you get down that road. Take care. Be careful out there. Stay warm. And I'll catch up to you soon. Bye-bye.